That sounds horrible. um, yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm recording. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I know we all probably have things to do with the fam today. Let me share my screen, and I am gonna mute you guys just so it's not so noisy, but you can unmute yourself. So if you need to ask a question, definitely unmute yourself. Like it's just us, so I don't care. I kind of have like all the things to talk to you about today. And I apologize for that, but I think that these things are really important. And I have been really wanting to talk to you guys about IG stories lately too, but I just haven't had an opportunity because we have so much. And so like I don't even have like my December marketing plan to share with you, although I have it scratched out. I'll share that in our team page soon. But I really want to talk to you guys about just some really important things. I know you all have tons of questions about Transform 20 and what to do with that. Some of you guys are new coaches. Some of you guys have never done a launch before. And so Christy and I have actually been talking a lot about it and just how we can help you guys get this off the ground and do it the best way that you can right where you're at. Okay, so I'm not going to share like all the information that like Melanie Mitro shared on that team call she did. Like you can go watch that. I'm just going to break it down and tell you what you can do to launch Transform 20 and kind of give you a timeline of what is happening. So let me preface this with, if you have not watched that call that I shared in our team page that she did about Transform 20, definitely go and watch it. Monday, Shaun T is going to be on the National Wake Up Call, the Beachbody Champions page this week. There's going to be tons of content about Transform 20 and how to launch it, guys. So we have the resources to do this and do this well. And so I want to challenge you guys to find that. Just go seek that out yourself. Obviously, like I don't think we should spend all day long watching videos about Transform 20, but you know, we do have to educate ourselves in order to do this well, okay? But first, let me just go over a couple of things. Obviously, Transform 20 launches this month. I want to make sure you guys know, there's so many of you who have hit Success Club in October and November. If you're a Diamond Coach or below, you qualify for Summit Travel Cash, all right? You already have to have your ticket to Summit in order to qualify for this. But if you hit Success Club in October, November, and December, they will give you, and you attend, after you get done with Summit next year, they're going to send you $200 in travel cash. Like that's huge. That is huge. I know Brittany's going to probably qualify. I don't know if Mary Brantley has her ticket, but she would qualify. Like there are so many of you guys who would qualify for this. So make sure you have that ticket. Energize, the stick packs come out this month on December 4th. Like that makes me happier than anything. That's so weird, but it does. And so guys, like these types of things, if you have a spouse signed up or if you have a mom signed up or a friend signed up to help you hold rank, these are the kinds of things that are really good to order through those people's accounts, okay? So like I'm going to order Energize stick packs and I'll probably order it through my mom because she's on my right leg and she's helping us hold for 5-star elite. Okay, so those are the things. Like these Energize stick packs are made for like just a water bottle instead of those big square packs that we currently have. So talk about those things when you order those things. Like talk about it in your challenge groups. Send some to your customers who sign up as a thank you. These are little things that really help grow your business and grow your volume. Okay, and I'll tell you that my challengers didn't start drinking Energize until I started drinking Energize, okay? My challengers didn't do the 3-day refresh until I did it. So if you're not using Energize, like definitely start and be talking about it in your stories, in your challenge groups. I don't talk about it in my challenge groups enough, to be honest. I really need to make a point to do that. But I'll tell you, I'm going to order them on Tuesday, because you can start ordering them on the 4th, and I will make a post about it in my challenge groups because I know a lot of people do love them, and I want my customers to order them because it's volume and income. All right, so just want to tell you how I strategize that. Rank in the Bank. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. It is a push group that we're doing again this month, and it went really well for some of us who did it last month. And so like I am going to tell you about that and tell you what you have to do to get in there. All right. But you guys, we killed November. Like, we killed November. I'm so proud of y'all. And if your points, if you have more points than what is on this, like, I updated it with what's in the Coach Online office today. So some of you guys I know signed some people and you did hit Success Club, but it just hasn't reflected yet. So they do like a mass update on Monday, so it should be reflected then. But no matter what, like, you guys, November is a hard month. November is a hard month, and our team, I am so proud of Team Compelled by Courage, Team Soul Fit, Team Take Heart. Like, you guys, like, we had a great month, and we helped so many people. A lot of like SC10s, you know, a lot of people who haven't hit Success Club in a while came back, and like, that just speaks volumes about who we are and our desire to really help people. And we helped a ton of people in November, so let's keep that momentum going, you guys. Seriously. But I did, even though I don't have my marketing calendar, I wanted to tell you, these are some things that you can invite to this month. I have a holiday survival group that is just it's just going to go on through the end of the year. I am just going to continue to invite people to that group in my messages, in my stories, and things like that. Definitely, I'm focusing heavily on Transform 20, but I'm going to continue. If I have people that don't want to do Transform 20, I'm going to let them go into that holiday survival group. And even probably people who are going to do Transform 20, I'll throw them into that group because it's in the app, and I think it's important to have my people in the app because they love to log their stuff, right? And track their progress. So you can, if you're a newer coach and you need somewhere to put people for your Success Club points and people this month, you can put them in that group or in your coaches group if you're not running your own. I'm definitely obviously inviting to Transform 20. We're going to talk about that, but I'm also inviting to coaching all the time. All the time. I do coaching stories with a call to action at least 3 times a week. I tell my story in there. I tell another coach's story. I'm always talking to people about coaching, and I am planning at least 3 opportunities for you guys to invite to either a live call or a sneak peek in December. So guys, like, I just want to tell you, like, just invite to coaching all month long. They can start in that new coach university at any time. You send them a welcome email, get them kicked off, and they just start going through that self-paced program and log into our calls. Okay, so that's what I'm inviting to this month. But again, just way to go, you guys. All right, rank in the bank. So I do think this is important, and I know some people don't love push groups. I have not always loved push groups. Push to diamonds, I went through like 4 before I hit diamond. They stressed me out, but there is purpose in them. This one's a little different. It's not just like a push to diamond group, okay? This is a push to hit your goals in the month of December, and that's the way things, November was too, okay? So you have to pay $25 to get in this Rank in the Bank group. There's some, I'm helping lead it this month, but it had, like, last month we had Kim Fitzpatrick, Ashley Loughlin, what's her name? Brittany, Ashley Feldstein. She's really good. I can't even remember how you say her name. But she's really good. And like Melanie and Megan Blinko, one of my success partners, it was just really good. And it was like, there wasn't content every day. They just went in there like 2 or 3 times a week and shared a video and gave some awesome tips and action-based things to do. But you pay $25 to this email, and I'm going to post all this on our team page. And so what happens is that we ended up with like $17,000 in the bank. Okay, and so the first week, if you hit Success Club 5 and you enroll at least 1 coach, and this is just a 3-week group, if you hit Success Club 5 and you enroll at least 1 coach, you get 10% of the pot. We got like $14. The second week, if you hit Success Club 5 and you have enrolled 2 coaches, guys, not huge. These are not huge things. These are totally doable. You get another 10%. I think it was like $12, $13, whatever, Brittany. Week 3, if you hit Success Club 10 and you enroll at least 4 coaches, you get 40%. So we are going to get like $75 for that. And then if you rank advance and you hold it for 6 weeks, you get the last 40%, which, as you can imagine, is going to be a pretty big chunk of change. So like, it's $25. I mean, like, why not? Like, we earned the $25 back in those first 2 weeks just by hitting Success Club 5 and enrolling 2 coaches. So, and it's just the momentum in there is good. The content is good. So I definitely challenge you guys to get in this group. You have to enroll. You have to PayPal this money by the 4th. If you do not do it by the 4th, you will not get in. It's just too complicated to get everybody in there and scramble and let people in. So again, I'm going to post this in our team page, but this is a really good way to focus this month, because December can get hairy. It can get busy. And so, like, this is just a really good place for growth and content. And I did ask Brittany, do you mind to share really quickly just how this group helped you? I muted you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I sound like a man. I was yelling at the football game last night. Anyway, Ranking the Bank, it was awesome. It was so much different than the push group that we had done previously. It wasn't near as overwhelming. And if you have a competitive streak, which I feel like we all do as coaches, this is it. Like, weekly, each goal, and you're just competing. Like, you're gonna get your money back, you're gonna hit that goal each week. And so breaking it down by the week also just simplified things and just kind of changed the whole picture of things for me. So it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. And Brittany, she rank advanced to Diamond. So, like, if she holds that for 6 weeks, she gets that last payout. So, I mean, that's really big. I mean, it's going to be $75. I'm excited about the $75 this week. So, like, that, it is good. It's just really good to challenge yourself and to push yourself and right now. So, I'm going to post that in our team page, and you guys can do that as you want. Remember, you have to do it by Tuesday. Okay, so here we go. Do anybody have any questions about any of that? If so, like, hold on a second. Let's see, a chat. Well, yeah, she said the 3rd, Cindy, but it's really the 4th. She just said that because people straggle, and I just trust y'all. But yeah, I'll get you in there. But yeah, definitely do it by Monday. That would be even better, so we can make sure you're in there. We start on Wednesday. So yeah, so let's see. Okay, so here we go. We are jumping into Transform 20. All right. And so, like I said before, I'm not going into all the details. Like, you guys can go read about what Transform 20 is. I wrote a blog post about it yesterday. I just pulled information from the Coach Online office. Like, Shaun T is going to be talking about it on Monday. Melanie did that team call. So y'all, like, there's tons of resources for you to know what Transform 20 is. Obviously, it's a 20-minute program step. Shaun T does, like, cardio, weight. Your body is the weight. There are no weights. And so it's going to be fun. And also, if you hit Success Club in November, I'm pretty sure we're going to give you guys another opportunity to do this workout program with us. Okay, so that way you can talk about it. All right. But here's the timeline for Transform 20. And let me say first, too, like, as a brand new coach, honestly, for a very long time, I did not participate in launches. All right. They overwhelmed the mess out of me. And I would watch my coach write this blog. She would create an event. She would create a group. She would talk about it all the time. We didn't have stories then, but, like, she was just all over the place with it. And, like, it was everywhere. And I was like, I have no idea where to start. I'm just over here trying to finish the 21-day fix. Like, I don't know what to do. Okay. So these overwhelm me so much. And that's why I really want to help you guys wherever you're at. Utilize this launch to grow your business. All right. Brand new coaches, like, you don't even have to, like, worry about creating a group or launching it or anything like that. I'm going to talk to you about that, but you do need to know what it is. And I always encourage coaches to do the programs. Now, I'll tell you, I didn't do Country Heat. I didn't do UB2 or whatever that other one was. Like, there are some programs that I'm just like, oh, that is not going to help my business. And I can tell people about it, but there's no way I'm going to, like, dance around in my living room for 6 weeks. That's just not going to happen. But these programs are effective, and it's a good way to showcase what Beachbody does. And I have so many people that love Shaun T. You guys, like, if you have friends in the UK, in Canada, he is huge everywhere. And so Shaun T is going to sell this program more than the program is going to sell itself. So it's really important to be talking about it. So here's the timeline. December 4th on Tuesday, all the products, all the packages, all the unlocks, the early unlock, the step, everything launches. Okay. If you are doing it, I would highly encourage you guys to order on Tuesday if you can, because the steps are going to sell out. Supposedly we were supposed to be, if you're a coach and you helped at least one person in November, you had 2 Success Club points, then you have a step that's reserved. But I still think that you probably need to get it kind of early. All right. So you can purchase your step. You can purchase the program materials. I've had a lot of questions about what I'm purchasing from you guys. You have so many options, honestly, you guys, so many options. But whatever, if you use Shakeology, if you use the performance line, you can either cancel your HD subscription and do a challenge pack, or you can just leave everything as is and just do the accessory bundle. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the accessories bundle. It comes with all the program materials and the step, and it unlocks the program for me this month. Okay. And so that is like $93, I think. Okay. So that is what I'm doing. Again, you can do whatever you want to. There is an option just to unlock the program, like to get early VIP access to it. It is $30 something. Christy Berry, you can unmute yourself if you want to help me with this, but yes, we do. I do have some pics with the bundles and stuff. I've been putting them in that launch group, but I'll post them in our, if I haven't already, it may not, did I post them in our team page? Would somebody look at that Transform 20 photo album? Yeah, I may have, I'm not sure, but I have some. I'll get them to you, I promise. Yeah, so there are so many options. It's overwhelming, but basically what I want to tell you, like encourage you to do, is get the step if you can, because of course you can go somewhere, anywhere and buy a step, but you want your people to order the step through Beachbody because that's volume and commission for you. All right. It is, to me personally, a little pricey, but I think it's probably going to be high quality. Beachbody doesn't really make things that aren't high quality, and you're going to be jumping on it and all this stuff. And so you want a good one, right? And so that is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order mine. I'm going to talk about it in stories as I order it. And when I order it, I'm going to post in my launch group and say, I got my stuff ordered. And just energy and excitement is huge for a launch. You have to be excited about it. I personally am not excited about doing a program with no weights, but I am excited to see what it does.
But the thing is okay, listen, they went back and they created 6 weighted workouts.
Yeah, it's supposed to be afterwards, though. You're supposed to do those after. If you follow the program, like
okay,
yeah, it's just like
I plan to include mine in mine, just as a heads up. I'm going to do it to begin with.
I'm going to probably add weights too.
Right.
Yeah. But if you follow the program, that's supposed to come like after the 6 weeks. But that's just, obviously. I definitely always encourage us to follow the programs as closely as we can so we can do this with integrity. But I'm just going to talk about my stories. Like, I can't go 6 weeks without weights. Like, my brain does not respond well to that. Okay. And so it really and truly is just like a mental thing for me. So definitely, that's a good point though. There are workouts with weights, but it's supposed to be after the second, whatever it is, phase 2. But yes. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to share about it in my challenge groups, in my stories and all that stuff. So there are a lot of different options. Guys, don't shy away from offering people the mega packs. Like, you'd be surprised at who wants Shakeology and the performance line. Yeah, Sam, we can talk about the different options. I can actually, if you go into the Coach Online office, like, it is all there. Good to shock your body. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. It's good to do something different for sure. And that's what I actually talked about that in a live video I did yesterday on IG stories. I was talking about the program, and I was talking about the fact that I do switch them around. Let's see. Specific question. Oh, you saw the options, but okay, tell me what you mean.
Sorry. Okay. So I see the options. I was talking to 6 potential customers yesterday, and I had 2 that were very like, I just want to do Transform 20, and I don't want to do the shakes. I just want to do the program.
Okay.
So
they want to do it in January.
mhm.
Okay.
So is that the last bundle, which is like $70?
They want the step.
They don't want the step.
Okay.
There's one that's for 70. It's no step. But they
That
don't have Beachbody on Demand. Like these are new potential customers that they strictly only want to do Transform Fun.
They don't have Beachbody on Demand. So honestly, what they would be doing is they would have to pay for the membership, and then they would have to pay to unlock it on top of that. So they don't want they don't want the performance line, nothing else.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, that's what they would have to do is they would have to pay for Beachbody on Demand, because you can't do this program without Beachbody on Demand, and they would have to pay to unlock it. So they could either unlock it with the $49.95, or they could unlock it with the $69.95, which would actually send them a copy of the program materials, like a hard copy, in the mail.
And then they're still paying more or the same.
Yeah, they're paying. Yeah, so that's if it's $170, they could get the challenge pack.
I wouldn't even give it as an option of only. I would say you're just getting this with it. I mean, or okay, you're welcome to, but you're going to pay more.
Let's see, no step.
So if that person wanted to just pay that $70 bundle,
They have to have BOD.
They have to have BOD, and BOD alone is $99.
Right.
Correct?
They can get all of that for $160.
Right. And then they would also have to pay to unlock it.
That would be in the $70.
Oh,
That
it would
be
be
part of
under the 70.
Yeah.
So
they
what
would
is
be
the
paying
unlock?
$170 or $150 if they just paid for BOD and to unlock it. But they could actually pay $160 to get their year membership, to get Shakeology or the performance line, and the the program materials.
Okay, so what's the $49.95? I'm sorry.
That's just to unlock it. Like if you already have Beachbody on Demand, you pay $50 to unlock it now, so you can do it before April.
Okay, but if this particular lady, she wants to do it because whatever, she has to pay the $99 plus the $70.
Or $50. Just the $70 comes with the program materials.
Okay.
If she doesn't want that, she doesn't have to pay for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Does that help? Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
this is in your Coach Online office, and it breaks down all the bundles. I also made a WooFoo form. I shared it in our team page, and you guys are welcome to copy it. But I just put in there the bundles that I think are most important. So this is for my people who I already am talking to and are interested. So I just broke it down into like the if they want to unlock it with the program materials with step, or if they want the whole like challenge pack and all that stuff. So that's mostly for my customers. And I just chose the ones that I felt like were the most relevant for that. Okay. So yes. Good questions. Anybody else have any other questions about it, Christy, about the launch, like the programs and stuff? So it happens Monday. That's when your customers can sign up. That's when you can sign up. That's when we're going to like talk about it, make a post about it. I'm going to make a post about it, a new program material launch. I've already made one about the one that I'm doing about. I picked my program for January. I know what I'm going to bust into the new year with, and like that post did really well. I can share it with you guys too, but it was on my Instagram and my Facebook like page. But I'm just going to keep talking about it 20 minutes a day. I mean, like our niche, our market, customers, moms, busy people with jobs, like 20 minutes a day, that's huge. All right. And it's going to be fun. The energy, Shanti, the program is just going to be really good. So on December 11th, the people who do purchase, by then they actually get 2 free preview workouts in Beachbody on Demand. So we'll do those. We'll do some stories about them. If we want to do like a team workout or something, we could via Zoom, or with the people that have purchased it. That would be cool, a fun way to market it. But also the people who haven't purchased, they will get a free preview workout as well, just for a short period of time. All right. Now these are just, I think, like 10 and 15-minute workouts, just to kind of give you an idea about what they are. But there's also like a calendar, like a workout calendar that Shanti has created that incorporates a lot of his programs that include these 2 workouts too, so you can give that to your people. You can do it in your challenge group. January 14th is when the program actually launches in Beachbody On Demand. I will start a January 7th challenge group that will start with prep week. We'll talk about nutrition and all that stuff, but the workouts don't launch until January 14th. And just like the ones they've been doing, they release them a week at a time. All right. Again, it's important to tell people it's like 6 weeks of every workout is a different workout. That's really cool. So that's why they release them a week at a time. For people who don't access the VIP, the early access, this program does not launch until April 1st. And you're going to have people that say, I don't want to pay to unlock it. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's totally cool. But I am definitely suggesting that we all do it, that we all try it, because honestly, even if you're like a new coach, you're not doing a launch, you're not even like really pushing Transform 20, people are going to watch you do this program. People are going to watch you do it, and they might, if you do it, the preview workouts in December, you might have people that say, hey, I want to do that Shaun T workout you were talking about, and you can get them into our January boot camp, okay? So I'm just going to give you like my suggestions for you guys at different levels of coaching, so that I can really just help you utilize this the best way to grow your business. Like I said, as new coaches, like if you want to jump on this and you're like a huge Shaun T, if you've done a program of his in the past that just totally changed your body and changed your health, then like, yeah, I would definitely share that story over and over and over about Insanity or Max 30 or whatever it was that just really taught you like how to move, how to fuel your body, and you got the best results. I would share your results every Tuesday on Transformation Tuesday. I would put them in your stories and just really talk about how excited you are for this new program to come out. But as new coaches, like I don't want you to think like you have to do a launch group, a launch party, or be talking about this every day, because I don't think you have to unless you want to. But I do encourage you guys to get the early unlock, even if it's just the $50 one, which is like $37 for coaches. Unlock the program and talk about it in your stories. Tell people that you're committing to this new 20-minute workout program that launches in January. Invite people to do it with you. Definitely commit to the program. Do the preview workouts. You'll have access to those when they come out. You can do them like twice a week if you want to. You can go on stories and show people how you're logging into your Beachbody On Demand, so they know that you actually work out from programs at home. Like there are lots of ways to drip about this program, but not actually have to like commit to a huge launch. Okay. I don't want you newer coaches to feel like that is expected of you. For if you have people, you're still going to be pushing for Success Club. You're still going to be inviting people to our challenge groups, right? Even if you're not doing Transform 20, whenever you have people who are ready to commit, give them the option. Say, hey, I'm doing this program in January. You can actually pay just like $20 more to unlock it and do it with me. If you want to, let me know. But if not, your challenge pack is $140 and you still get access to all the other programs, and you'll get this when it comes out in April. So just tell me which way you want to go. Okay, so give them the option. And so that is, as new coaches, that's definitely a place to start, where you're doing the program, you're committing to it, but you're not feeling like you have to actually launch a program. All right, because it is a lot of work and it is overwhelming, and I don't want it to stop you before you even start. All right. For anyone who's an Emerald coach, or you've been a coach for a few months, again, unlock the program, commit to the program, invite people to do it with you. I've shared story images, like I'm going to share my post that I do about it in our team page to kind of give you guys examples. Definitely commit and talk about it. Talk about it on social media and in your conversations. You can go live in your stories or on Facebook and share about this new program that you're committing to in January for 2019. Tell people about the fact that it's 20 minutes a day. You use a step like your mama used in the 1980s. Like, how funny is that? The nutrition plan is simple. It's portion control, or people can do, the people can do 2B mindset with this for sure. But go live and share your story. Share your story about why you do these workout programs at home, what they have done for you, and talk about what you're committing to in the new year, and that you want to help 10 people do it with you. So if people are interested, drop a comment below or send you a message. There's lots of ways to actually market this, but I would definitely be going live about it at least once or twice before it launches. All right. Again, the story series, I gave you guys some images, you can make your own. Give call to actions about joining this. I'm not really calling it a Transform 20 group. When I talk about it, I'm using that word transformation and really kind of going in different directions with that. Definitely email your customers. If you're an Emerald coach or higher, you have customers, right? You have people in your Coach Online office. Email them and tell them that you're doing the program and that you're running a launch group, launch party with your team, and that you want them to do it with you. Again, I shared an email I sent with you guys yesterday. You pull from that. You don't have to copy it word for word, but use parts of that and just get excited. Tell people you're doing this program and that you want them to do it too. You'd be surprised how emailing your customers on a regular basis really creates retention and helps people come out of the woodwork. Mary Brantley and I were talking about leads yesterday, and she was like, am I ever going to get money from leads? I was like, I promise you will. You will. Just stay Emerald. Keep hitting Success Club. She hit Success Club 10, and I was like, oh, that means you get up to 10 leads. She was like, but I'm not getting any money from them. I was like, I promise you will. I was like, make a list, email people from your Coach Online office on a regular basis, share tips, tell about new programs. You'd be surprised at who will order just because you're doing this, all right? So that's what I had. Those are suggestions for you guys who are kind of out of the new coach phase, all right? Diamond and above coaches, all the same stuff. Do the program. Create your own launch group. I know this is overwhelming, and especially if you're a new diamond, and join mine and copy everything that I put in my group. I don't care, but create your own launch group so you have something for you and your team to invite to, and people see you as the leader. That is so important as you grow your business for people who are thinking about joining as challengers or coaches to see you lead, okay? And if you're doing this program and you're excited about it, they're going to do it with you, okay? So create a launch group in Facebook. You can take that link to that launch group and put it in every Facebook post that you make about this. You'd be surprised at how many people actually click to join that group just because you put it in the post. I always create a group and I have a series of questions do you have a coach? Who invited you here? And give me your email. You have to be collecting emails, you guys, so you can get this out in mass information. Again, go live, talk about why you're doing the program, do the stories, email your customers, and then I shared with you guys that WooFoo form. That just is really, a lot of my customers love that. This is the first time I've done that. I actually got that idea from Kaylee Calabrese, and it just, a lot of my customers are already filling it out. So all I have to do is take their information and put it in a share cart or send them the link, and it's super simple. Okay. So do that for your people. Christy, I'm going to ask you now, do you tell me, challenge packs, Sarah. Challenge packs I think are on sale through February. I think it's $20 off through February. That's what my diamond email said. So that's really good. So these packs are on sale. The base Transform 20 challenge pack is $180, and so it's on sale for $160. Is that right, Samantha? Our regular challenge packs are $160. The regular ones? Okay, I'll check. But that's what my email said, so we'll see. Go ahead, Christy.
All right, so I'm just echo what Rachel was saying. Especially if you're Emerald or just starting, don't feel like you have to do your own. If you can totally do it and you can manage it, do it. But my recommendation is to go with your coach. My team, I don't want you out creating your own event and having to build it. Invite to mine, right? I've got the method or the notification set up. It shows who invited you. I have an event and I have an info group because I'm going to tease with the event and then people that click going and that pushes out to public, and then I'm going to post in the group that I have started. I'm working right now on sending an email, and I'm a diamond coach like Rachel was talking about. So I'm taking, what she sent and putting my tone to it. And that's just going to trickle down to my team. We are providing you with the resources, just follow. The other thing is make sure it's personable. Like if, I am using Transform 20 in mine because believe it or not, like it's really weird. I've had good success with using the actual program name. We'll see how it works this time and dropping Shaun T. I'm not a Shaun T fanatic, but I've got a lot of people that are, right? He scares the crap out of me, but I just dive in with him, and I'm just like, okay, I'm really a challenger when it comes to him, but I'm going through the coaching motions. There was one thing I was going to say is, please don't right, sales is a part of what we do, but don't be a salesperson in this. Be a supporter, be an encourager. We are providing you with content that has been created that you can put your own spin to, or you can look at it and say, okay, I can recreate this quickly in Canva or WordSwag for my stories. But, we're not going to put a picture of the challenge packs out publicly, right? That's what that group is for. That's why the purpose of that info group. And then there was one other thing I wrote down that I just wanted to share in my notes. What was it? I can't remember. Rachel touched on it as well, but talk about it to your current customers, individually message them and say, hey girl, do you have a plan for the rest of the year? Because here's what I'm doing, and I'm changing mine actually. I'm going to finish up 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I'm going to do a Shaun T workout because I have never done a full-on Shaun T workout because they scare me. I've done Shaun Week for a few weeks, right? Never done a Shaun T workout, but I'm going to change my strategy for my own personal health and fitness for my business, right? So stay flexible. And just if we're like, hey, we just had a great idea, we're adding this or incorporating it into it, we've teed it up for you to add it, and it might not go exactly along the plan that you had for this month. Just look at it, consider it, confirm it fits your vibe and your, overall strategy, and if so, incorporate it. But if you hear an idea that is so far off base from your style or something you would do, you don't have to do it, right? Don't do everything that you see another coach doing if it doesn't match up. But at the same time, really consider what's being done and say, yeah, I can make that work for me, and I'm going to include it even though I hadn't thought about it. So just be flexible, and your launches you only get to do once. We can do another group of Transform 20, but it will be old news. So you've got you've got between when you finish Transform 20 and when the next workout comes out, which I don't know what it is yet, but you've got that time to do the workout that you're really dying to do if it's not Transform 20. That's my recommendation. One other thing is that, okay, let's talk about, how do I get my people to commit in December if, it doesn't start until January? What's the purpose? Well, we're going to help them prep to be ready for Transform 20, because if you love Shaun T, but you're back to a beginner level, or you need to get prepped up, then Transform 20 is not a beginner program. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, you can modify, but it is not something you want to start with day one. You've not worked out in a year. Okay. So it's our job to help educate these people and say, get in, get your goods, get in this group that I've got going on for December, and you're going to be ready to go, but come January 14th. So leverage that. And that's part of our job, right? Is to set them up for success. So leverage that for December. Because I was thinking earlier today, how can I leverage this for December? And that's why when I listened to the call finally this morning from Melanie from last week, she mentioned that this is not a beginner program. And I was like, there it is. We're going to help them prep for December. They'll be ready to go in January. So those are my top takeaways. Oh, one more thing. There is a free sample workout also on December 11th, in addition to the 2 that you will get if you purchase. So if you've got some people that are wanting it but haven't purchased, Melanie said there's going to be 1 free sample workout on BOD that day.
Yeah. Yep, there is.
Okay.
and no, this is, you made me think about something else too. Okay, so this is really, so I think this really drives home a point too about how important it is that we run killer challenge groups, you guys. That we're not just halfway doing our challenge groups, that we're pouring value and content and community and hope in there, because like, I can't tell you when these launches happen, how many people who've done 80-Day Obsession and Lift For, they just like get excited because it's a new program and they love doing. My people love the focused challenge groups. Like, we're all doing Lift For together. We're all doing 80-Day Obsession together. They love that. And your lifers are probably going to be your first customers for this program. But also, it's a really good opportunity to take people who aren't current current coaches, and switch them over to coaches with this challenge group too. So, with this challenge pack. So think about that as you're strategizing your growth and your success club and all that stuff for December. Look at the current customers that you have that love your challenge groups, that love the community, that love the workout programs, and say, hey, you should really switch over to a coach. Just sign up with the Transform 20 challenge pack. You're doing it anyways. Cancel your current order of Shakeology and we'll switch you over to a coach. You won't have to pay any of the fees. All right. So that's another thing too, because we're still thinking about growth and rank and income and all those things. So, but it's really important to be creating those loyal customers who love these programs, who love our challenge groups, and who are just going to do anything that comes out because they're so committed to it, honestly. Like, you'll have those people as we go. Yeah. So let's see. I was going to read. Yeah. Anna, the workout calendar. Yes. I'll share that too in our team page too. Yep. Yeah. The workout calendar in there does have those sample workouts in it. So that's really cool. And it's just, get people jazzed up. All right. So do you guys have any more questions about Transform 20 before I move on to Instagram stories? I'm kind of hopping around. This is like all good stuff, I promise. Sandy, go ahead. Unmute. Can you unmute yourself? I can't.
Okay. I just wanted to bring up, because I didn't hear either one of you mention it, the coach test group, that if you sign up as a coach for this I don't remember if you have to do it by December 11th, but you get in the coach test group, and it's a really good way to recruit coaches or to convert customers to coaches. And the Lift For coach test group is what got me from being a discount coach to being a coach, because you get so much personal interaction and so much information just from the trainers themselves that I would really leverage that if you're looking for coaches.
That's a really good point. Thank you. Because I did forget about that. That's awesome. Cindy, like she said, she's a great example of that. She went from a customer to a coach who's killing it. So, tell people you want in this coach test group. And I put that in a couple of posts, but I need to do that more too. Good. Thank you. All right.
I think you have through sometime in January. I heard January this morning, so it's not have a good little bit, but still, it's very, very good point, Cindy.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so now I'm going to switch gears to Instagram stories. So I have really started to change up how I do my Instagram stories after I listened to a training call recently in another leadership group or something. But I really want to help us as a team really utilize this free Instagram stories are free platform that we have to create relationships that do create those long-term loyal customers and coaches that we have, because this business, you guys, is all about relationships. Like, it's all about relationships. It is not a selling business. Obviously, I know we sell something, but we don't sell unless we connect with people, honestly, and we don't retain people if we're not keeping that relationship going. And I am convinced 110% that relationship begins on our social media feed. People start a relationship with us before they even talk to us. okay? By watching our stories, by learning who we're at, by reading our posts. And this is so important, not to just be Beachbody coaches. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about stories and polls and how to use them to really build those relationships that convert to people who join our groups and join our team, okay? Because I see a lot of, and I did this, everything I'm talking about, I did for too long personally. A lot of coaches who are just business focused. They only make polls about challenge groups. They only make polls about the coaching opportunity. And people just get tired of that, honestly. People get tired of it. And I personally do a poll about one or the other almost every single day. But it can't be the only thing that I'm posting about, because people are going to stop seeing what I'm posting, or they're going to stop coming to look at them, right? People come to Instagram and to Facebook and the stories to see who you are. So we definitely have to be more than a coach. We can make the polls about the business, we can make the polls about the challenge groups, but they have to be authentic, and we have to be putting other things out there that are real, that are relatable, that add value. And guys, here's the biggest thing that I picked up and that I'm really trying to implement is that we have to be more interested in learning about the people that are following us than we focus so much energy on being interesting and, being kind of wow and putting our story out there. But people want to be known. They want to know that we care, and they want for us to ask questions about them, honestly. So as you're planning your content this week, or as you're sitting down and thinking, I need to do something fun in stories, like ask yourself, how can I find out about the people that follow me by posting this poll? What can I ask them that would let them feel like I really care about them? All right. So this prompted me, all this thought, this call, this training that I listened to, prompted me to do this little series. You guys may have seen me do it a couple of weeks ago. And actually, Megan Blinka took my idea and she made it a Canva template for it. And I'm going to share it with you guys too. I haven't seen it yet, but she told me she did. So I actually created this thing one day where I was like, hey girl, I want to know about you and how I can serve you better. So I just asked this series of questions. But I want my community to know me, but I want to know them as well, okay? So this just can't be all about me. I have to ask. And so like in my stories that day, I'm just going to share a couple of things with you guys, and I'm going to show you what some of our team did too, because I asked them as well. I just did this series of stories that said, hey, I'm Rachel, I'm a mom. Are you a mom? Yes or no? I did, let's see what I do. I did a couple other ones. I was like, hey girl, I live in Mississippi. And I put the little question in there, the question box in there where I said, where are you from? And it was just, I was amazed at how many people like that watched my stories, had been watching my stories for a long time, came out of the woodwork and actually voted in these polls. Because I'll tell you guys, like whenever I make a poll about a challenge group or about coaching, I may have 4 people who participate in it. And honestly, if I have more than that, it's usually coaches who are commenting on my polls to see how many people voted in my poll. Okay, so like, don't be that girl. Don't be that coach that goes and follows other coaches and clicks on their polls just to see how much interaction they got. Don't waste your time. Like, create your own polls, okay? But I was just amazed at how many people like commented, like 40, 50 people were commenting or participating in these polls, people that had never, ever started a conversation with, okay? So what that told me was that these people were following me consistently, and I had never given them an opportunity to engage with me, all right? And these were silly little polls, like, are you a cat or a dog person? You know, like people played along. They did it. The one with the floors is from Mary Brantley. They renovated their kitchen, and she was asking for advice on different types of flooring, and she said these got killer engagement. These are some that she did too. A big thing about polls about stories especially, is just to be real, you guys. Like, nobody wants to follow somebody who's perfect. And what we do as coaches is really showing people that, hey, you can be a hot mess and you can still like be healthy and fit, even if you don't do it perfectly. You can be a coach and you don't have to have it all together, right? So these are a couple other ones. Mary Brantley did this one about going to the eye doctor, totally unrelated to coaching. Brittany did this one about her purse and how messy it was. She did a couple of other ones that she said got really good engagement. People love to see that we are real, and that even though our life is a hot mess, that we still can get success. We can still be successful in our health and our fitness and in our coaching business. So one of the things I want to challenge you guys to do when you are working on your stories this week is to be yourself. Like, think about, if you're just posting like workout stories and that's it all day, and people don't know why you work out, people don't know how working out makes you feel, people don't know what obstacles you overcame to get to that workout, people don't know what you do as a coach, like it's just not going to be that interesting. So this week I want to challenge you to be yourself. Like, so think of some things that just relate to you. For me, I hate the elf. I hate the elf on the shelf. I shared about that the other night. Got tons of messages from women. Do you wash your hair every day? That thing about me not washing my hair, like, I got so many messages and so many suggestions for dry shampoo and like all this stuff. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. So like, just be yourself. Don't copy someone else and what they're doing. Be yourself. Like, if you find yourself copying all these other people's stories and what they're saying, like, unfollow those people, you guys. Like, stories is such an opportunity to be real and to be you and to just have fun. What do you love? Do you love books? Do you love dry shampoo? Do you like walking? Do you like shopping? Do you like wine? Do you love date night? What are your quirks? Do you have like piles and piles of laundry on the bed? Those are the types of things that women relate to and they want to see from us. And those are the types of things that will create opportunities for you to engage with these people who are following you. We have to be more than, sorry, I don't know what I just did there. I'm trying to get to my chats. We have to be more than just health and fitness, you guys, okay? I can't see all of them. Oh, my hair was fabulous. You're so sweet. Yeah, so let me keep going. These are some more Instagram stories. This is one Mary Brantley said she asked for advice on socks, I think it was, or something. I can't remember. She said she got so many responses that she couldn't respond to them all. And I'm going to give you suggestions about that too. But also, like, we're here to help people, right? So if we're just posting our workouts and what we eat, but we're not asking other people what they struggle with or what they need, then we're not really serving well, okay? And our messages have to be clear. So we have to be engaging, we have to be interested, we have to be real, and we have to be authentic, but we have to be clear as well in what we're offering people, you guys. So if you're posting workout selfies and you're posting pictures of your food and you're saying, hey, do you want to join a challenge group, but people don't know what a challenge group is, or you don't know what their struggles are, then you're not building a relationship that's going to lead to a sale, all right? So these are a couple of, this one on the right is one that I did that same day after I asked tons of questions about these people. And I'll tell you that the people that voted in the polls and the things that were not related to fitness, they kept following through and they still voted or slid this little bar thingy in this one as they had never engaged with me before about a challenge group, all right? So I just asked, I was like, if you're following me for fitness, what would you like to see more of? And I did that little slidey bar, and all they had to do was slide it to the thing that they followed me for, okay? And so this, again, was another opportunity for me to reach out and say, hey, thanks for playing along, and I'll show you my message I sent. I didn't even know you were following me for fitness. Like, what are your struggles there? What are you trying to achieve in your health? It just created an opportunity for engagement and an opportunity for me to ask them questions, all right? But we definitely have to be clear in these messages and let people know that, yes, we offer something, but yes, we also want to know who they are and why they want to join our challenge groups, okay? So what I did that day that I created the series of, hey girl, I want to get to know you kind of thing, was I messaged everybody that played along, everybody that voted, unless they were a coach. I just sent them a message and I was like, hey girl, thanks for playing along. But first I went to their page, I figured out who they were, found something that I could engage with him about, and I sent them a message. And it went something like this. Like, hey, Sally, oh my goodness, your daughter is adorable. The outfit in your family photos was so precious. Thanks for playing along and voting in that fun poll I did. I love getting to know my followers better because I really appreciate community, and you're totally part of mine. You, like, if they voted in the poll, I did one about a real tree or a fake tree. You said you have a real tree. Ours fell over last night. Ha! Has that ever happened to you? Okay. So I'm engaging with them about something that's not related to health and fitness, but it's just starting a conversation that is real, that is genuine, because now I know a little bit of something about them. I know they know a lot about me, and I've obviously just been to their page and figured out who they were. So that creates genuine connection. It creates trust. It creates the beginning of a relationship that could lead to something really great. Okay. So it's so important to really be genuine and not just be posting and running away. And something about me saying something about community to these people, like, lit these women on fire. They were like, oh my gosh, like, I love you. I've been following you for forever. You really motivate me to, like, do this or to do that. And I had no idea. I had no idea because I was not giving them an opportunity to engage with me around anything but, like, my workouts and the coaching opportunity. All right. Does that make sense? Is this making sense to you guys? It's like blew my world straight up. So what I did, whenever I messaged these people, was that I tracked it. This is so important. Systems are so important, you guys. And first of all, I messaged everybody who clicked on my poll. And in Instagram Messenger or in the stories, there's actually, when you look to see who votes in your polls or slides your bar or answers your question, you can actually message them from that. And there's a little arrow button that will actually send them the poll that they voted in. And so you can start the conversation that way. So they're not just like, why is this woman talking to me about fake treats? You know, they're like, oh yeah, I voted in her poll, right? And so tracking is really important. Messaging everybody that plays along, starting that conversation, being genuine, but also tracking. Are you collecting the names of the people that you're engaging with, that you're messaging? You can do it on pen and paper. I do still write things on pen and paper. Definitely, I use Google Streak a lot now. You can create a Google Sheets document, an Excel document, but make sure that you're tracking the people that you're engaging with. Your goal is to collect emails at some point so that you can have these people on a contact list. But when you reach out to them, definitely, like I said before, be personal. Ask them questions about themselves. Make sure you've gone to their feed to see what's happening in their life and they didn't just, like, lose their job or their uncle died or something like that. Totally done that. Totally done that. But you will get a lot of people that say no. And so, like, if somebody doesn't even respond to my message, I don't write them down. Like, I don't write their name down. If they don't have a heartbeat, it's just kind of like what I call it. Like, if they don't respond, I don't need to track them, right? Or if somebody, you know, if they respond and I start a conversation, I do track them as a contact, a new contact. And I definitely aim to keep that conversation going. People will ghost out on you. People will not engage with you, and that is okay, all right? That is okay. You're looking for 3 people a month to join your challenge group or your coaching team, all right? But you will get lots of people that you do have a conversation with. You end up inviting them. Transitioning to an invite is a whole other call, but I definitely, like, I transitioned a conversation that I was having today with this woman into an invite because I'd spent so much time, like, having a conversation with her. It was super easy for me to say, hey, girl, like, I woke up thinking about you this morning, and I know you know that I'm into health and fitness, but I don't know if you knew that I run these accountability groups for women who want to make their health a priority. And I have loved getting to know you. I think you would love our group, and it would be really awesome to have you in there. We're focusing on working out at home, cleaning up our nutrition, having fun during the holidays, and really inviting God into that journey. Is that something that you would want to do with us? Like, I transitioned it. She came back and she was like, yeah, I think I would. Tell me more. Okay. So we weren't even talking about a challenge group at any point. We were just talking about all this other stuff that she connected with me about in my stories. And I transitioned it to a challenge group invite. All right. So it's really important to be personal and ask questions about them. So even when people tell me no, again, this is about community. I am building a house my business as a house that I want to be inviting, that I want people to feel welcomed into, that I want people to feel like I am not just like saying, hey, come stand on my doorstep, but you can't come in, right? I am building something that I want to serve people through. So even if they say no to me, I still give them something. A couple of weeks ago, after I did this and I was talking to all these people, I had quite a few people who said no, but I was like, okay, can I give you my meal plan for this last week? I create one every week. I send it to my challengers, but I know you really want to do something to get started. So here, take this. Go follow it next week and see how you feel. I always give something away, okay? So that's really important so that people know, oh, she just wanted to sell me something that whole time. No, I mean, yeah, I want to, but it's not my number one focus, all right? So creating that trust and building that relationship that way is super important too. And keeping the conversation going, you know, even if they say no, I still keep conversations going with people and I still track people because so many people still come around later. And you'll be surprised in January how many people that have told you no are like, hey, Wanjena, I think I do want to do something now. Like, you told me about this group before. Like, what does it consist of? Because, you know, like I said, I have to think of my business as a place that I want people to come to. And these are people, if they watch your stories, if they vote in your polls, if they watch your posts, they're people who have chosen to connect with you. And, you know, Christy Berry and I are running this group, this Women in the Word, Read the Word group next year, that I will tell you, I've posted about it a couple times in my stories. And I have so many people who are joining it. And they're people who I've either never talked to about health and fitness, or they're people that are already coaches, honestly, or they're people who've told me no, but they want to do this with me. And like, guys, this is something, I don't know how to say this exactly, but like without crying, but you know, this opportunity is not just about health and fitness. This opportunity is about serving people. But at the end of the day, if I can point people to God's word, people who I know, like some people who've never picked it up and read it before, but they want to because we do it. If I can get people, women, like in the word reading it, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to like add a devotion to it. We're not going to use that group as a way to recruit people to our teams. It is just solely focused on teaching women to get in God's word. Like, if that's the only reason God has me connect with this sister and she never joins a challenge group, but she starts to read his word, then wow, like, wow. Right. Yeah. Anna, you can, it's open. We're not, the Bible group is open. Like, it's for anybody. We're not collecting emails. We're not doing any of that stuff. It's just to get women reading. But you never know what these people need from you. And that, you know, like, even if they don't join a health and fitness group, they might need something that we have to offer. And so we have to keep that relationship going. Every interaction counts. If someone comments on your post, you respond to that comment. Like, you keep the relationship building, growing. Your business will blow up, you guys, if you are doing this. I spend the majority of my time on this in my business. It's not in creating cute graphics. It's not in putting challenge groups together or like setting them up. It's not in blogging. The 90% of my business that I work on my own, that time that I spend is spent in building these relationships. All right. Because I want people to feel like they matter. I want people to feel like that I care about them. Like I said, even before they join me and after they join me, our attitude and how we approach this business, the energy that we bring to it, the love that we put into these relationships is so, so important. All right. And so that is like, I want you guys, be more than a Beachbody coach. Be more than a Beachbody coach in your posts, in your conversations, in your stories, in everything that you do. Okay. Be more than a coach. Be yourself first. And that's who people are going to connect with. And just changing the way that you do stories and being more interested in the people that follow you than you're focused on being interesting is going to change your business. Like, I promise you, if you take this, if you do it, and if you build those relationships, like, people are going to trust you and want to join your challenge group, not because they need to get healthy and fit, but because they love you and they feel loved by you. All right. So this week, I want to challenge you guys to do that. I'm going to share that Canva template that Megan Blinka made for us, and I'm going to give it to you guys, and I want you guys to be interested in the people that follow you. All right. Look at Brittany's little guy in there. He's taking notes. Yay, he's a future coach. But anyways, okay. So do you guys have any questions about that or anything you want to add to that? Like add to that. Some of you guys are really good at this already. Mary Brantley's really good at asking people questions in her stories. And so it's important to do that and not just like let that sit there, but you have to message everybody that participates. That's the key. All right. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Drop the mic. Yeah. I don't do that very often. Some people do. Let's see. Bible group. Yep. Of course I can get the Bible group. Yeah, we'll post it in the team page. I was going to do that at some point anyways. It's definitely open to you guys. Yeah, that's going to be a really good group. And again, it's something to get people plugged in somewhere with you in some way. Go ahead, Christy.
All right, I was going to say, so for the longest, I was not doing this, like connecting to me. Like, I just couldn't understand it. I was like, I just don't want to connect with anybody. Like, I don't really like to do that, okay? And stories kind of, like, overwhelm me at times. But stories are this built-in, sorry, Connor's up here having fun. Stories are like this free marketing platform and also this free funnel, or not this free funnel, but this funnel that sets you up for connecting. All that Rachel was just saying, like if you have 50 people that comment, you don't have to message 50 people that day. Let 10 of them be the connects that you make that day. Some of them aren't going to respond, right? So you just move on to another one. Connor's talking about poo-poo. But that, like, once I figured it out, and there's also this thing, and you can reach out to me if you've not heard of it. I'm going to talk with my team about it this month, but like the PBJ, the 531, like there's a method that you can put to that. But I've rarely ever had someone just purchase a challenge pack for me and get started with one message or one day of conversation, right? So today's connections are going to be December 15th follow-ups, but you got to start connecting to do, or to have the invite to then follow up. So everything, Rachel, just think about what she just said to you and how do you build on that for the month. Because if you start doing, and me too, if we do what she just said, then we're going to have plenty of people to reach out to through this month and to talk with and just get to know people. I think that's just the coolest thing. But it's an evolution from the conversation to the invite to the follow-up.
One thing I forgot too, something you said reminded me of that. Mary Brantley was like, how do I message all those people? And I was like, oh, girl, this is what I did. Okay, so like I messaged one person and I recorded a video, 15-second video in Messenger. And I was like, hey, girl, thanks for, I don't know what this one was, but thanks for voting along or playing along in my poll. Like, I love getting to know you guys. You're so part of my family now. And then I asked him a question or something about the poll. It was about the hair. That's what it was. The one about the don't wash your hair thing, everybody that said they didn't wash their hair every day, I was like, I have no idea. I've been alive for 38 years and I've been washing my hair every day. Like, how long do you go without washing your hair? And I saved that video before I sent it. And I just like clicked on everybody that voted in that poll, sent them the message with the video. And it took me like 5 minutes to do it to like 30 people. Okay. And so like not everybody responded. I'm surprised a lot of people didn't respond to it, but the video is super personal too. And it kept the conversation going. And so actually some of the people I've already invited to my challenge groups this month are from the hair washing video, whatever that was, poll. So that's a really easy way to do it. And you know what, like guys, we just got to be doing it. Like we just got to be doing it. This is where your business is built. It's not in that killer post. It's not in the perfect Transformation Tuesday photo. It's built in people getting to connect with you because you're real. And that is definitely going to change your business. All right. There was something else Christy said that made me think, but I don't know what it was. I don't know. Okay. That is all I got. I just shared the word, the Bible reading group in our team page, and I'm going to share the Canva template for these things in our team page as well. Okay. If you guys have any other questions or want to add anything. All right, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Let's go do December well. All right. Bye. I'll see you later.